إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله عز وجل وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Before I begin my khutbah, I believe that it is important to bring to your attention one of the etiquettes of Jum'ah prayer. And by saying this, I'm not compelling you to adhere to it, but at least I have to relieve myself from the responsibility of not telling you. And that is, one of the beautiful etiquettes of Jum'ah, or a number of etiquettes, include the reward of 1 year praying and fasting for each step you make from your home to the masjid. Imagine. So if you walk 10 steps, you will be rewarded 10 years, as if you have fasted these 10 years and prayed night prayer the whole night. What about if I live 100 steps away, 1,000 steps away? You do the math. These etiquettes, unfortunately, are not seen visibly in this masjid, which means that a lot of the worshippers are not doing it. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, من غسل واغتسل وبكر وابتكر ومشى ولم يركب ودنا من الإمام واستمع وأنصت ولم يلغو كتب له بكل خطوة يخطوها أجر سنة قيامها وصيامها. You do the translation. The Prophet says, whoever wash for Jum'ah and cleanse himself well and walks to the masjid and does not ride. Walking from your car to here suffices. And he draws closer and sits to the imam. This etiquette cannot be seen when you're sitting at the end of the masjid or at the annex of the masjid and relaxing away. You have to draw closer to the imam. I'm not getting any financial reward from you when you get closer, but you will. The Prophet said, and he listens and he does not redirect his attention to anything else. Meaning that even the salam he does not answer. When someone says Assalamu alaikum, he does not answer, he does not look, devoting all of his concentration and attention to the imam. The Prophet says he will be rewarded with every step he makes, the reward of a full year of fasting and prayer. So I relieved myself from the responsibility. Now it's in your courtyard to deal with it. Coming back to our khutbah, Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, said a very beautiful hadith. And this hadith goes as follows. The Prophet ﷺ said, the most beloved of people to Allah is the one who brings most benefit to the people. And the most beloved of deeds to Allah is making a Muslim happy, or relieving him from hardship, or paying off his debt, or warding off hunger from him. The Prophet says, for me to go with my Muslim brother to meet his needs is dearer to me than observing i'tikaf in the Masjid of Medina for a whole month. And whoever does not act upon his anger, Allah will not expose him. And whoever suppresses his rage, even though he is able to express it, Allah will fill up his heart with hope on the day of judgment. And whoever goes with his Muslim brother to meet his need until it is accomplished, Allah will make him stand firm on the day when all feet will slip, and bad character or conduct spoils deeds as vinegar spoils honey. This is a beautiful hadith. We can make this a lecture that lasts so long because we need to implement this in our lives. All what we usually do is concentrate on individual forms of worship. How many umrahs did you make? How many hajj did you perform? How many hours do you pray night prayer? Do you fast Mondays and Thursdays and the 3 white days, etc.? This is what signifies to us what a good Muslim is. In this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ goes a further step upwards in elevating our iman, in showing us that true iman is when you transform your good deeds to benefit others. So in the beginning, the Prophet ﷺ says that the most beloved among us to Allah are those most beneficial to others, either by using my reputation to help you, my knowledge, my wealth, my own strength. As long as I can give you a helping hand, this means that I am most beloved to Allah Azza wa Jal, because I'm doing this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to be praised by people. And then the Prophet says, focusing a little bit more on the deeds, not on the doers. The most beloved deeds to Allah Azza wa Jal is when you make a Muslim happy, when you relieve him of his hardship, when you feed him and save him from hunger. This country, Kuwait, is and was well known for their charity and for their good work worldwide. You'll never see the name Kuwait without attributing it with charity work, orphanages, feeding people, always coming to their help. And this is something coming from a non-Kuwaiti, and it's coming from someone who was not helped by Kuwait, alhamdulillah. This is a testimony for truth. The people of this land are blessed, and their blessing has reached the whole world, alhamdulillah. If you look to the opposite side, if this is the best deed beloved to Allah Azza wa Jal, then what is the worst deed hated by Allah most? Definitely it is causing calamity for people. Definitely is making people starve. And if you look at some of the people around us, you find them from this category as well. There are always black sheep in the family. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah the Almighty will torment, will punish those who torment and punish people in this dunya. There are people who are professionals in this. You go to them in government offices with a simple paper to sign, and they make you take a week, a month, a year for no reason, though they can do it on the spot legally. You, my friend, and I must ask ourselves, when was the last time we made a Muslim happy? When was the last time we fed a Muslim who was starving and who was hungry? When was the last time we relieved Muslims from their trials and calamities? Our children, their teeth are filled with cavities because of the sweets they consume on daily basis, while Muslims all over the world are starving. Don't we have a responsibility? When was the last time we paid off a debt of a Muslim? Loans and debts are everywhere. The Prophet emphasized that one of the best deeds to Allah Azza wa Jal is to pay off a debt of a Muslim. The issue of debts require a separate lecture on it. Imagine the Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, whoever lends silver twice as if he offered charity once. What does that mean? If I give someone 10,000 dinar as a loan for a week, and he returns it after a week, I have my 10,000 dinars in my pocket. Allah would reward me as if I have given 5,000 dinars as sadaqah. And the money is where? It's in my pocket. Not only that, listen to this even greater hadith. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, whoever waits and postpones the payment of a debt for someone who's broke, Allah will give him for every day a sadaqah. And if the new date was due and he still could not pay it off, Allah will give him for each day twice, double the amount sadaqah. In simple English, someone borrows 10,000 dinars from me. I set a week limit for him. After 1 week, he says, apologies, I do not have money. Can you give me 10 more days? I said, yes, I can give you 10 more days. For each day of these 10 days, Allah would reward me as if I paid 10,000 dinars as charity. Yani how much? 100,000 dinars in charity? Yes, this is the reward. 10 days are over, and the man says, Wallahi, I don't have the money. Can you give me some more time? I said, sure. Now, this new date is open or set. For each day, Allah would give me charity of 20,000 dinars. You do the math of this small amount, how much it is multiplying, because I just want to help my Muslim brother. Debts in Islam are not recommended for me to ask, but for you to give, definitely it is one of the gateways of Jannah if you utilize it well, instead of putting it in banks where they lend it to others with riba or without riba and utilize it and you're not benefiting from it the least. Then the Prophet ﷺ goes on to explain to us the importance of suppressing your anger, of preventing your rage from coming out. And he tells us that there are a number of rewards. One of them is that Allah fills your heart with satisfaction. One of the hardest things in life is when you're oppressed and you're able of expressing your anger because there is a window for that and the other one cannot defend himself. Yet you decide to suppress it. This is difficult. But because it is difficult and hard, Allah will fill your hearts with satisfaction and content. A feeling all the wealth in this world cannot buy. Not only that, in another authentic hadith, Allah tells us that you will be given the choice on the Day of Judgment in front of all of the people to choose from the hur, whomever you wish. And in another narration, to wear from the garments of dignity and honor. And this would be in front of all of the creation. Later on, the Prophet in this hadith mentioned twice the issue of walking with your brother in fulfilling his needs and wish. Every one of us has needs. And so many times people call us, Akhi, can you come to me, to this government office or to this company? I need your helping hand. People know you. Can you do this favor for me? So many times, if not all, we apologize. We refuse because we're busy. We have so many things on our plate. So we think. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wassalam, for me, the Prophet of Allah, to walk with my brother until his wish is fulfilled, until he gets what he desires, this is better for me than sitting in Masjid of Medina for a whole month in i'tikaf. You do the math. The weight of sitting and worshipping Allah and making dhikr in Medina Masjid for a whole month is not equivalent for me to go with my brother and do whatever he needs in half an hour, in a day. Subhanallah. The Prophet mentioned this twice, and that in the second time he said Allah would make his foot steadfast when on the Day of Judgment feet will slip and fall in hell. And this shows you the importance of helping your Muslim brother, of course in halal, not in haram, in legal things, not in illegal things. The Prophet ﷺ did this exactly. In the authentic hadith, a young girl would come to the Prophet ﷺ, take an appointment from him, and the Prophet approves of that. And then she comes on the date of the appointment, holds his hand and drags him behind her, walking in the streets of Medina, talking to him about her problems. A young girl, a slave girl. And the Prophet listens to her, leaves his companions, Abu Bakr, Umar, Othman, and Ali, leaves all the errands he has, leave all the cases, leave all the teaching, all the prayers, just to fulfill the wish of a young slave girl. Also, Hakim ibn Hizam, may Allah be pleased with him, one of the great companions of the Prophet ﷺ. He says, every morning when I wake up and I do not see people wanting things from me at my door. You know, when people want something from someone who's rich, they usually queue outside his house so that when he comes, they ask him of what they need. Hakim says, every morning I wake up and I don't see anyone outside, I believe that this is a calamity and a test from Allah. This is a trial. I'm at loss. When I see people wanting me to do something for them, I'm happy and I'm joyful because Allah Azza wa Jal made me one of the means to fulfill their desires and their needs according to what pleases Allah through me. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه أجمعين. Among us, there are certain people that whenever they are mentioned, people praise them, people thank them, people compliment them because they're known in the community to be beneficial to others. Usually people go to them in times of calamities and difficulties to ask them for a helping hand, for a good advice, or just simply to express their anger and frustration in order to hear a comforting word. Such people are people of Jannah. If they cannot help you, they will give you a good da'wah. If they cannot assist you, they will ask Allah Azza wa Jal that He, the Almighty, would assist you. This would comfort your heart. On the contrary, there are people that you go to and they will help you, but not without a price of insult, a price of humiliating you and feeling that you are begging them for something. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, kind words and forgiving of faults are better than sadaqah followed by injury. I can ward off your debt. I can give you 10,000 dinars. But if I give it to you and keep reminding you every single day, didn't I give you? And I expose you in front of the people, I gave him 10,000 dinars. This is injury. This is insult that I would not rather take or accept. If you give me kind words and forgiving of faults, that would have been much better for me. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ concluded this beautiful hadith by saying, bad conduct and behavior spoils your good deeds like vinegar spoils honey. What happens to honey if you put some vinegar on it? It spoils it. Likewise, if you do me a favor, but you insult me, you remind me. Abu Hanifa, may Allah have mercy on his soul, he used to sit in the shade of a neighbor of his. And then one day the neighbor came to Abu Hanifa borrowing some money from him. Abu Hanifa gladly gave him this loan. And since that day, he never sat in his shade, fearing that the neighbor, whenever he sees Abu Hanifa, he thinks that he's benefiting from the loan that he had given him, and this may break his heart. How many times do we break our beloved and our dearer people to our hearts on a daily basis? How many times do we tell our spouses, didn't I do this for you? Didn't I help your father? Didn't I do this for your cousin? Haven't I given you so much? How many times have we done this? And this spoils your good deeds and renders it as void and as if you did not do it. You must not humiliate your Muslim brothers. You must do whatever they want you to do as if they are doing you a favor, not the other way around. Because when they ask you to do something for them, you are the one who's getting rewarded. So they are the cause of your reward. Do not humiliate, do not insult, do not render your good deeds as void due to your bad character or conduct. Now, we are in the era of wasitah. This is known for us Arabs as vitamin wow. Wasitah. What is wasitah? Everything you do, you have to know someone. It's not what you know. It's not your education. It's not your degree. It is who you know. And this is the biggest sign of corruption in communities and societies. When the Muslim world depends on who you know, and people, if not breaking the rules and regulations, they will bend it for you just because they know you, this means that we live in a corrupt community and country. Allah Azza wa Jal has ordered us to cooperate on al-birr, on taqwa, on righteousness, and not to cooperate on evil and vice. This is what we see in our communities when there is so much transgression, when people are trusted when they should not be trusted. The Prophet ﷺ was asked, O Prophet of Allah, when is the day of judgment? The Prophet said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when the amana is lost. Wait for the day of judgment. Amana, trust. When it is lost and gone from communities, then anticipate and wait for the day of judgment. So the man says, and how is it wasted? How is amana and trust wasted? The Prophet said, alayhi wasallam, when the wrong people are appointed at places of power, then anticipate the qiyamah. How would a person assume a position in a company, in a government office, in a country, if it were not for the wasita? If he's not qualified? This shows you that we have to work from our own homes, trying to benefit the Muslims, trying to benefit the community. This is far greater and far more important than spending your hours without end praying night prayer. This is far more important than fasting voluntary fasts. Nothing comes close or compared to Fard or to Ramadan. But when you come to auxiliary forms of worship, voluntary forms of worship, benefiting the Muslims, making them happy is far greater, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Allahumma ighfir lana warhamna وعافنا واعف عنا وتولنا برعايتك ولا تحرمنا ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا وبلغ بما يرضيك آمالنا واختم اللهم بالباقيات الصالحات أعمالنا واجعل ثأرنا وكيدنا على من ظلمنا وعادانا اللهم آمنا في أوطاننا ودورنا وأصلح أئمتنا وولاة أمورنا واجعل ولايتنا في من خافك واتقاك واتبع رضاك يا أرحم الراحمين وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد